Why? And that I go and say, I don't got time for the hate. I need more time in my day. I put the ice on my bay, yeah. She riding on me. I get my drip overseas. Niggas are hating on me, yeah.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Pieces and blessings upon all my AkHis and all my sisters out there. Welcome to Split Decision. I'm your host, AkHi. To my left,
it's Professor Nim, the pundit with the PhD in pugilism.
Put some respect on his name because that's a real life professor. For the ones that don't know, now y'all know.
I got receipts too.
Talk to him nice. Now we're gonna do a segment today where it's settle the score because episode 7 we had a lot of feedbacks, mixed feedbacks and reviews. So I just want to get this cleared out of the way. Me and Professor Nim, we go way back. However, I gotta hold my man accountable. He a professor, he know that. I gotta hold him accountable because people hold me accountable. So if he throws information out there that's not true, I gotta count on him a little light, you know what I'm saying?
No,
so
vice
that's all
versa,
it is.
though. I come from that.
I knew we had a great classic fight with Donaire. Yes. Now I told y'all I'm looking forward to this fight because obviously, let's tell it how it is. Even though Inoue, my guy. I mean, I gotta tell you straight up. After watching that Donaire fight, it was such a classic fight that fight in particular, one of my favorite fights. Inoue, the way he throws punches is so sharp and accurate and so fast and have power and bad intentions behind it. It just remind me of Pretty Boy Floyd for some reason. The way he throws punches. Not saying he's as good as Floyd, defense, offense, none of that. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm saying how sharp the punch is. Like how Floyd was so sharp and accurate with the punch, doesn't telegraph and all that. I see that in Inoue. For some reason, he reminds me of a Manny Pacquiao coming up. Like his hunger, the way he throws punches. He let punches fly. He not worried about what's coming. I love the way Inoue fights. One of my favorite fighters, period. But I got to do my job and hold the fighters accountable because not me, but a lot of people were claiming he pound for pound potential. A lot of people had him on the top 5 list and all that.
Remember, I think he was my number 5.
Okay, so you got to gauge him on where people have him at. This is not hating. That's called doing your job, right? Now, Inoue, I believe he's on the top 5 pound for pound. A lot of people have him on that list. So how he performed versus Donaire, and I was kind of disappointed a little bit because I was expecting a little more out of him dominant-wise because Donaire lost to Rigo when he was in his prime. He got washed by Rigo, right? Well, yeah. Moved up to fight Walters.
And got
Smashed. Moved down and lost to, what's my man that's a southpaw that schooled him? I forgot his name, but I believe it was... Hold on, let me. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. He lost to him in a dominant fashion, and I was just like, Donaire kind of washed.
Yeah.
And then he lost to Frampton after that. Yeah, so it was just kind of like, man, I thought Inoue was gonna be a little more dominant than what he showed in the ring against Donaire because Donaire is a former himself.
Him out. Yeah, I thought he was gonna knock him out.
Yeah. So the guy name is Jesse. Jesse washed Donaire. He was outboxing him, outclassing him. Donaire looked just like he was over for him. You know what I mean? He came back, lost to Frampton. And then he broke Inoue nose, broke his eye socket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cut him in the face over his eye. And, I mean, it was just, I didn't like what I saw because I thought Inoue was going to be a little better defensively. Offensively, I mean, the man is sharp. Sometimes he wild, but the man is sharp, got power, go to the body, go to the head, entertaining to watch. But I believe defensively he lacking a little bit. And he kind of be sleeping a little bit in the ring because you got to be focused 24/7 because any punch could end your night. Now, Donaire in his prime, he could have possibly pulled this off.
Oh, absolutely.
At 118, he was sleeping people with that left hook, and he landed
he was a pound for pound fighter.
Yeah, and Rigo destroyed him. So I would like to see Rigo, a washed up version of Rigo today versus like a Inoue because Rigo
that would be interesting.
Rigo still have a little bit more of himself, more than Donaire, in my opinion. So I would love to see that fight. So how you see that fight? Because even though he showed heart, character, going back and forth with Donaire, Donaire was there all night. Shout out to Donaire for that great performance that he showed in the heart. But at the end of the day, he kind of he got hit too much. I'm not trying to say exposed because he showed some element that shows that you're a good fighter, and he had that factor. But at the end of the day, he lacked in the defensive department. So what to say?
No, he did. I thought it was a good win. So I'm a big fan of Inoue, And in the fights, part of it is just that he usually destroys his opponents. He reminds me a little bit, not in the style at all, but of a young Prince Nassim when you feel his punches, like you can just see how like people react to it. Just like this is power I haven't felt before.
Yeah,
so
but
he's
I
been
don't know if it's to that
particularly
extent. He has more like speed
he's
a little bit.
shown. I mean, it's speed, but he's been watching guys. I'm talking about within
But
the
who
first
are
2
these
rounds.
guys, though? Like
the first 2
when
rounds,
he fought Donaire, the first time he fought Donaire, that's Donaire, the only name we know on his record.
No.
And now he like I don't know about all that.
He fought a champion from England.
Yeah, but I'm saying as far as Donaire, we all know he washed up. Like that's a fact. Like he didn't look too good his previous fights and all that, and he gave Inoue a fight, man. Like
he did.
It wasn't just a walk in the park for Inoue. So I'm saying I'm not too impressed with Inoue. I want to see how he gonna look against a live opponent because this was for the Ali Trophy. I don't know if Donaire was supposed to be in the ring against Inoue for the Ali Trophy.
No,
he's just two-way. He's like more of a during his Kovalev stage right now.
But he knocked out his last opponent who was in the tournament.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Donaire.
Like maybe the tournament was a little shaky if Donaire is making it to the finals. Looking back, him losing to Frampton and Jesse, you know what I mean? So I'm saying this is not the same Donaire back in the day. This is the Donaire forming himself. A shell of himself in a way. So I would love to see Inoue versus a rigondeaux, versus a live opponent at 122 or 118 or wherever they fighting at. That's gonna show me that okay, he the real deal because I can't put him on the top 5. Even though you don't understand, he one of my favorite fighters. I watched that Donaire fight like 5 times already, but it's just the fact that
it was a good fight.
The way he looked against Donaire and he was supposed to just watch him. And I'm going to have to step back a little bit. I got to see a little more. Now, as far as his injury, do you see that affecting him in the future?
You got to think about it. People, when you break your eye socket, that's you're going to get hit in this area a lot. So that's going to be kind of sensitive. And then once you fracture something, it's never the same. It does calcify or recalcify. I'm not sure the same term. So it's supposed to make it stronger, but you have to allow enough time for it to be able to heal. So that's something that he has to think about. All right. So Kell Brook was pretty much never the same. I don't think once Triple G broke his eye socket
against Errol Spence. But Errol broke the other eye socket.
The Errol broke his other one. So I don't know if it made it more sensitive. But he was, actually, I was the one I think I claimed that he did some good work against Errol. Against Errol Spence.
He just need to take a little time off. I won't say like a year will be great. I mean,
a year. He might have to. He might have to take off a year.
He can still work on a couple things. He just don't need to spar like that. But he could work on throwing punches. He could still stay in shape. But I knew he definitely one of the best talent. But
he still got the win, and I'm still a fan of his. It was a learning lesson. I actually thought he was going to knock out Donaire. That's what I was expecting.
I mean,
and then Donaire hurt him a couple of times. A lot of people were talking about, man, there's something wrong with Inoue. He's not doing it. I'm just like, Donaire has legitimate power.
Yeah, but the thing is, Donaire's accuracy and his athletic ability ain't no longer there.
His speed is not there. But at the same time, what's the last thing to go?
Power. No, Inoue showed he got a chin for sure. I mean, Inoue, that's one thing he showed. But I'm just saying his lack of defense. That's why I didn't like.
He needs to clean it up. I don't think that he overwhelms his opponents so much. I don't think he has to. But I don't want to stop reiterating that Donaire was impressive.
Rigondeaux right now, watch the version of him. If he fight his fight, like Rigondeaux goes in the ring just trying to win, or Inoue.
I think that. I love Rigondeaux. I think that he's taking too much punishment.
Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't listen to these casual fans. Follow Lunatoon Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. Follow me at AkHi TV. All these links will be in the description box below. Professor Nim will be in the description. I mean, not in the description box, but in the comment section. If you'll
see me under.
Bring up facts, like I said, guys. You know what I'm saying? Disagree. We could agree to disagree, but just bring up facts. None of y'all brought up any facts to disagree with anything I brought up last show. You know what I mean? Y'all saying all this stuff, hating on my drip and shit, but at the end of the day, none of that matter. Like stick
and
to
bring
the
your receipts.
Bruh,
bring your receipts.
Like if y'all telling me that
bring your receipts.
Hey man, Professor, we already know we too fresh. You know what I mean? They out here hating on our drip. Like tell us something new. Like tell me if you disagree about something. Tell me what you disagree with and bring up facts to support your opinion, because that's what I bring to the table. And today, because we got these red cards, you know what I'm saying? Professor Nin get one strike. I ain't had time to do that. I don't know what he brought up.
It's a wrap.
But one day today, hey, Professor Nin, he get the red cards just one time and one time only. But he co-signed me today. He said Canelo avoiding. My man said Crawford. He said Crawford pound for pound number one.
Go to the tape. Go to the tape. Go to the tape.
I'm happy today.
Yo, but great show. We appreciate all the comments and everything. And remember, it might be CBD, but we won't all smoke.
Hey, I don't know, man. Professor Nin, the CBD, I believe, had Professor Nin said making confessions and shit. Well, appreciate it, Professor Nin. Yes, sir. And, you know what I mean? On to the next episode, huh? We outie.
And the I go and say, I don't got time for the hate. I need more time in my day. I put the ice on my bay, yeah. She riding on me. I get my drip overseas. Niggas are here.